looting can be such a pain sometimes. All these different container menus, and then the dragging and dropping, the tedium of it all. If only there was a way to quickly loot containers. And luckily there is. Now this is a much better experience. But, I wonder, could we have even more quick loot, do you think? We've had one quick loot, yes, but what about second quick loot? And that brings me to today's mod of the day, which today is More Quick Loot by Hibbit100, an updated replacement on Mort's original quick loot mod, but with just a whole lot more bells and whistles and features jam-packed in, giving you lots of new convenient, quality of life improvements to the looting experience. Much like the original quick loot and the Vault for looting mechanic that mod was based on, More Quick Loot allows you to instantly see the contents of any particular container, and just loot what you want, quickly and efficiently. No additional menus or dragging and dropping items required. Unlike the original quick loot though, you'll notice there's just a lot more information in these quick loot panels, like the gold value and weight of each item. More Quick Loot also groups together containers with the same name. So if you have, say, two urns just right next to each other, you can loot them both through a single quick loot panel. And that also goes for a pile of crates or a group of sacks. No need to loot each one individually, just saving you some precious seconds. And you can customize the range for this grouping feature, or just disable completely if you so desire in the mod config menu. There's also more controls when looting items. The original quick loot had fairly simple controls when it came to looting. You could pick up one item, or all items. But More Quick Loot has just a few more options. You can take all items, or take a single item from one stack, or take an entire stack of items, or even put the loot that you just took back with Ctrl-Z. Just a little handy undo button for when you just grab something that you really didn't mean to loot. And what's particularly neat here is that More Quick Loot has an adjustable setting for the Take All Loot button, allowing you to customize it to only take items above a certain weight to gold ratio. So, you know, say you want to just loot all the truly valuable stuff while leaving behind all the cups, plates, and utensils, you know, the worthless junk. You can do that with a single button click, a true time saver. You can even see inside locked containers, provided of course that you have a particularly high security skill. I mean, after all, an experienced and skilled thief can probably figure out what containers contain what items. What's more, More Quick Loot has expanded functionality that covers just multiple aspects of the game, and not just looting containers. Like pickpocketing. When you sneak up on an NPC, you'll now get a quick looting panel, showing the items that an NPC is carrying. And not only is there info for the weight and gold, but also your chance of success, whether you've been detected or undetected, and you can see which items are currently equipped by that NPC, as they'll just be grayed out. And you do still have the Take All option, which can be customized and adjusted to only take items for which you have a high chance to pickpocket. This is, you know, rather similar to Mort's pickpocket mod, but again with just a few more features, and rolled into a single mod, you know, instead of two separate downloads. And like Mort's pickpocket, you can also adjust the settings to allow you to steal equipped items from NPCs, just if you so desire. More Quick Loot even extends to NPC services, such as training and bartering. No longer will you have to chase down a trainer as they just wander about aimlessly just to do a bit of training. And now simply looking at a particular trainer will open a Quick Loot panel, from which you can select a skill to train. No dialogue menus, no time skipping, no teleporting trainer nonsense involved. Using this quick loot panel, you can see each of the skills that a trainer has to offer, with your current level in each of those skills just enclosed in parentheses. On the right hand side, you'll see how much it costs to train, and also the trainer's max level in that skill. So, for example, for Longblade, this particular trainer has a max skill of 60. So that's just as high as I can train that skill with this trainer. You'll also see your total available gold just right down there at the bottom. And if you want to talk to an NPC, just hit the F key to talk. And if you don't meet the prerequisites to train a particular skill, that skill will be grayed out. You can even use quick looting with bartering, allowing you to both buy and sell items to NPC merchants, all through quick loot panels. No more opening up a dialogue window to barter. Just get near an NPC and a quick loot panel will pop up, allowing you to browse your inventory, select which items you want to buy, and then confirm that purchase. And you can also use the Alt key to switch to selling, and sell any goods that you have in your inventory, just automatically filtered based on the type of merchant that you're selling to. And of course, again, you can hit the F key to talk and open up the dialogue menu as normal. In addition to services, when you're out looting some environment, you can even quick loot objects outside of containers. Simply hit the R key while looking at a particular object, and you'll take all the items of a similar type in the immediate vicinity. And no longer will you need to read and pick up each individual book. Simply approach a pile of books, click R, and take them all. Again, this is all customizable. You know, you can turn this feature off, or reduce the radius, or increase it if you so desire. And of course, you can also quick loot plants. And this works with graphic herbalism just, right out of the box. You can see your chance of successfully harvesting a plant in the quick loot panel. And then quick loot, or auto harvest, just all the nearby plants of the same type. Now, just real quick, you can see the more quick loot mod config here. And there are just a ton of customization options available for just every type of quick looting mechanic. You can turn various features on or off, adjust settings, and, all that fun stuff. There is quite a bit here, and I feel safe in saying that while the original quick loot was one of my all-time favorite mods from Morrowind, more quick loot is a more than worthy successor, and one I strongly recommend installing for yourself. But that's our mod of the day. So, as always, I've been your host, Dark Elf Guy. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.